Hi, I'm Lucas with AI Building. Recently, I've had a couple of my customers that have mentioned to me that they would love to get their building project off the ground and rolling, but they also advise that they know that they can't because it's winter time and they can't pour concrete. And the fact of the matter is that's just not true. You can effectively pour concrete in the winter if you follow a couple of easy steps and processes that make this possible. Concrete has to stay warm long enough so that it starts curing. One way to do that is that at the concrete plant, when they mix the water with the aggregates, they actually use hot water, which this allows for the aggregate and the mix to stay warmer until it gets to the job site. Another way to assist with pouring concrete in the colder temperatures is to add a calcium chloride to the concrete mix. And what this does is this speeds up the curing process quite a bit. Now, some people will say, oh, well, I don't want to do that because it will eat up my steel rebar, which is true. It is damaging to the rebar. A way to get around that, though, is just to use fiberglass rebar. It's a fantastic product as well. The last method that I'm going to talk about for pouring concrete in the colder temperatures is it's as simple as the concrete blankets. They're insulated blankets that you put over the concrete after it's already poured. And what this does is it doesn't only help to trap in the heat, hold the heat into the concrete. It also will break the wind, which is a big contributor to stealing away the heat from the concrete. At the end of the day, if concrete gets too cold and it freezes, it's going to lack strength and it's going to crack and it's going to start flaking, which is all things you don't want. Using the steps above will help protect the concrete when it's in its most vulnerable curing state. As a general rule of thumb, always remember to try to pour your concrete when it's at or above freezing. That is when you're going to get your fastest curing and not have to worry about taking additional steps. So the bottom line is, the wintertime, it doesn't have to shut down your project. There are ways around combating the cold to a certain degree so that you can keep your project moving. Thank you so much.